Hello everybody, welcome back to another Expeditions Guide. Today we're taking a look at Scratching the Surface. This is a contract in the Sedona Region. For this contract we're going to be using the Steppe Crocodile, and you have to have 2 light beacons in your inventory to do this contract. So what we're going to be doing is starting off from the field operations base. We're going to head across the swamp and get to our first set of objectives, which are right over here. After that you're going to get a whole bunch of circles on the map. Those you can just ignore because we're going to head across the river and up over here. This is where we need to go next. After that, we're going to head down over this way, up the hills, across over this way, and we're going to be building some bridges and end over here. So we are going to be building 3 bridges along this route. So you want to make sure you have 225 spare parts to follow this route if you haven't built any of these bridges. So that being said, let's begin. So we're just going to head right across the field operations base here. We're going to make our way right down here. And from here, we're going to head on down. Now, I will also mention, in addition to all the necessary supplies, I do have anchors, jack screws, and I have loaded the sideboards full of fuel in case we need it. So once we get around the corner here, we're going to make our way across the little swamp area here. Just going to go right across here, following all these high spots. And from here, we're going to make our way up the hill. And then from here, we're just going to head kind of northeast-ish. So we got to get across all these kind of plateau formations. Head down here, up the ledge. Across this little gap here. Oh, I missed it by just a little bit. There we go. And then we're going to cut through these trees. And right over here is going to be our first box. It says, it's a pity the statue lies in ruins. Let's log its coordinates anyway. Who knows what lies beneath. And then we're going to install the light beacon. And then we're going to turn around and head on out of here. So let me just show you on the map here. This is what I was talking about. You're going to get all these yellow circles. These you can just ignore. We need this one over here. So we're going to head out past these trees. Right over here, we're going to make our way up these ledges. And go around this big rock here. And then we're going to head on down. And across this gap. And then we're going to head through this little canyon here. And right over here, we're going to head down into this little boggy area here. And we're just going to stay on the left side of it. There's an airdrop over there. If that airdrop's up for you, feel free to go ahead and grab the supplies, look for loot. We're just going to cross through this bog here. We're going to head right on over to the end of this little plateau here, and that's going to give us a nice crossing to get across this river. Just going to put this thing in low gear and crawl right across it. This is one of the nicer spots of this big river to actually cross. Climb up over here and go around these rocks. Around this rock one more time. And we're just going to go right down into the water here. It is kind of deep here, so make sure you have a snorkel on your vehicle. But other than that, the current's not as terrible here. We can just pop right across here. Right on up here is going to be our first of 3 bridges that we're going to build. Go ahead and build your bridge. And we're just going to go right across that. We're going to head down this way through all this grass. And then head on up the right. And we're going to climb up this hill. There we go. Alright, once we get up the hill, we're going to take a sharp turn to head along this ridge line here. And right over here is the beacon. Drive onto your blue square, and then right over here we're going to install the light beacon. Another broken statue perhaps served as a vantage point for a nearby settlement. So go ahead and install your light beacon, and then we're going to continue on our way. Quick little reference point, we're right here, and we got to head up to this yellow circle here for our final objectives. So we're going to continue along this ridge, just going around the corner here. We're going to head to the left side of these trees. And then right over here by all these rocks is going to be a path down. Just going to slowly roll down here. And then head on over to the left. And we're going to make our way through this little canyon. Alright, once we get through here, we're going to climb up this hill here. We got one more set of rocks to climb over. Alright, now we got this nice flat area to drive over for a little bit here. head down to the left. And climb up here. And now we get to cross the dunes. Alright, once we get over here, we're going to follow this ridge line around this mountain here. We're just going to kind of hug the mountain wall. Make our way down this ledge. Head on to the right here. Climb over these rocks. Around the corner to the left here. And then from here, we're going to make our way down. All the way to the right side of this rock here. And climb on down. And we're going to cross through over here. And once we get about here, we're going to head on up to the left to get up onto this ridge here. Follow it around the corner. And that is going to get us to bridge number 2. Go ahead and install the bridge. And across the bridge, we're going to stay on the ridge line and then climb up onto this broken cliff here. Right up here, and then we're going to go right across the gap and down. And right over here is, oh, an airdrop. We got an airdrop. Check for goodies. We got some jack screws. We can sell that. And we got plenty of fuel because we're almost to the end of our expedition. So now we're going to go ahead and build the bridge. But that airdrop there is very handy because if you used up all your spare parts to build the bridge, you can grab additional spare parts there. So super handy airdrop. But anyway, we're going to go down to the left here and you're going to see our blue square. We're going to drive into that. And then right up on the top here is another blue square. Incredible, another building that has stood strong through the ages. A rare sight indeed. So we're going to go up these stairs. You can see there's the building. And now we're going to scan, check out the building. There you go. Just look at this ancient building. How could it possibly remain intact to this day? I mean, it doesn't really look intact, but, you know. So, there you go. That is Scratching the Surface complete. So, hope you guys enjoyed this guide. Let me know what you think, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.